Chris, if you could have written a script for tonight, that would probably have been it, minus the goal at the end there.
Yeah, well, obviously you're playing a very good opponent. The finance very heavily to try and achieve something. The league is very competitive, and you play different types of teams within our league. But we asked a lot of questions of Salford, and they answered a lot, to be honest with you, because we were very good tonight, and they did very well to stay in the game and be in a game that they could possibly get some points out of. But in terms of how we played and what we did, I'm very pleased with that, especially because I've been saying it and the fans haven't been able to see, because all they can do is listen to BBC Cumbria. So now they can see it for their own themselves. So I'm just pleased we've shared that with them. So I'm very thankful of that.
Such a big night because of that, Chris, because the nation's press have been in touch with us because we were the first team to stage 2,000 fans. The lads could have buckled under that.
Well, they could have done, and I know there was some pre-event comments either way about it. I just think it's good for football that people are back. It's good for just general life in general, isn't it? Great for us because you've got response, noises, difference. Still didn't help some of the refereeing decisions though, but there we go. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think the players did, and I'm so thankful that we've represented our club against a very good opponent, because they really are. They've got a great squad. I think they made 9 changes when they played Newport on Saturday. So they're well coached. They've got a good manager. He'll get them right. But I'm thankful that we've been able to be on the upper hand today against them.
If we'd forgotten what we were missing with the fans being back, the minute the net bulged off, a wonderful strike from Louis Alessandra, that's what this game's all about.
Well, he was excellent, wasn't he? Really good running, leading the line as a 9. And I just said to him, because he was good friends with Ian, because they both play for Rochdale at the same time. And I just said, like, if you get in front and have a better game than Endo, you'll be in the right end of possibly goals and points. But unfortunately for Ian, he got injured challenging one of our defenders who had just stood strong. So I hope Ian's good. But I'm really pleased that Louis played ever so well. And what a great goal. I think that's his 4th goal. So he set a few up for us as well. So well done, Louis.
And it's a reaction from him, because you've said you're going to mix the team up as you did tonight and as you did when Louis wasn't playing at the weekend. So here he is back and starting, and he does that. Yeah,
that's just professional behaviour, isn't it? Responding to being left out. Difficult decision as well with Joe Riley, because he's done nothing wrong. He hasn't. And I explained that to him. And Danny Devine's been excellent against Aston Villa. Really good against Fleetwood in a reserve game. And I rewarded John last season for that effort at Kendal, and his career and life's changed for it. So you've got to make sure that that's available to everybody, because then when you feel in a workforce, you've got fairness, you've got extra competitiveness and drive, not just for themselves but for their team. It's their team, it's not mine, it's theirs, it's ours. And Danny showed that tonight as well, joining us, and Joe did, coming on to make sure we seal the win.
What does that say about Danny? Because he could have sulked for the last couple of months, but if anything, he's reacted exactly as you've just said. He's come out and shown you what he can do.
I don't know, you interview him, I don't know when he's sulking or happy. He has no heartbeat. Danny is very hard to read, very hard. I said, "You're playing tomorrow?" He went, "Thanks, Gaffer." That's it, and went out the room. But I knew he'd do really well. He's driving and his second balls, and I just said, you're a right-footed John Mellish, so let's have a look at it. And he did, and it was worth doing, because we've got what we deserve, is our win.
And it's what you always want. You want players who are not involved to come in, get involved and impact. So now you really have got things to think about.
Well, yeah, but we play different opponents with different strengths and different ways and different things, and we have to be adaptable. Like I keep saying, we can't purchase or invest or even finance in terms of wages the best players in the league. We cannot do that, so we have to make them the best, or try and make them the best to what we can be, and that'll deal with differences in team selections, differences in how we try and win a game. But there's one thing that all the boys are doing, and including the reserves, well, not the reserves, the other games we're playing, nobody likes being called a reserve anymore, and the youth team, they're representing them traits, them club traits of hard work, honesty, hard honest miles. And I asked for some intelligent energy tonight, and you've seen that. And with a bit more luck, we could have made that a lot more comfortable. I don't know how the guy kept the ball out the back of the net on Aaron Hayden, but he did.
We're showing teams, it doesn't matter what the budget is, we're showing other teams that we're going to compete, and we're in the position that we're in the league because of that.
It only doesn't matter because we recruited good character and developed a culture and environment that's like this. That's why it doesn't matter. But in theory, in any business or anything, you're keeping up with the neighbours, Joneses, it's difficult because of that. But we have to just concentrate on what we are and what we do. And I said at the start of the season, before in the sunshine, doing interviews with you about Wycombe Wanderers, they have their lovers and haters for the way they play. But there's one thing that's completely commendable, was that team spirit to go through them leagues as a group of people with a good manager and get great success from it. I know now they're in the championship and it's different questions asked of them, but you can only look from afar and think, wow, what a great team spirit that is. And we talked about that in pre-season with the lads.
Callum Guy didn't look comfortable at all. Anything you can say about that?
No, he's not muscle. It was more chest related, so it might be rib or I don't know. I've just come straight out from the game and spoke to you. I've not spoke to the physio.
And that yellow card that he picked up, that means that he'll miss the next game anyway. That's something that you just have to deal with.
Well, I didn't know that either, so thanks for delivering bad news.
On interview.
Well, I did know that, but obviously not straight after the game. Ross, the physio, normally delivers bad news. So maybe if he is injured, it can coincide with that. Maybe that's good for us.
You must have left that dressing room with a bunch of lads who know that they've just shown again what they're about this season.
Yeah, but like I say, you've got to be very respectful of your opponent. We are, and we're competitive, but we're not disrespectful in the way we try and achieve what we're doing. We have great winning competitive spirit, and Richie will tell you that if you ask him how to win a league. You got to be competitive, and hopefully we can stay competitive from now to the end of the season.
Well, that's one for me, Chris, when you're able to walk around the three sides of the ground that have got the fans in, and at the end of the game, again, that's what it's about for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's still. Am I right in thinking, did John score against Salford? I've not seen him score, have they?
No, they haven't.
There you go. No, it was great before the game actually. I spoke to a few of the supporters. It's good to see them. Good to just talk to them, really, because I've not seen anybody since March. Besides a few people when you walk around the ground, and obviously in the week. So yeah, it's great, really good.
They're all smiling tonight. Thanks, Chris.